I don't know what the best. Ready?
Finish him!
Ah! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! My fingers, where my fingers go bleeding! The meat is leaking! The meat is leaking! Oh my gosh! Yo everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here, and are we ready? Are we ready for the big playoff matchup? If you could see right now, I'm dribbling between my legs. Oh, crap. Never mind. Okay, they say you gotta. They say when you rack yourself and your balls are up in your throat, you gotta squeeze your stomach till they go back down. All right. Wait, okay, King Dingbat is back, and yes, I am a dingbat. I was make pretend I was dribbling a basketball between my legs and stuff, and I totally hit my arm and racked myself, and that's what happened. Now, about 10 minutes has passed since that moment. I needed to breathe, but everything is back in place, and everything is settled, so now I want to go on with this video. And in this video, what I want to talk about is the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers. I want to give you my series prediction. Now, they're going to be playing tomorrow, so I wanted to give it to tonight, and it's going to be one hell of a series. Now, I got to tell you, the Sixers being a 3 seed was something that I really never thought would happen going into this year, but it did, and I'm very excited about it. But at the same time, the Heat was not really the team that I was hoping to play against in the first round of the playoffs, only because we've split the season series. They've played us tough every game. We were 2-2 against them, and I think every game was decided by less than double-digit number, and it came down to the end. So this is a tough matchup for the Sixers in some ways. I think the Sixers are the more talented team, but you have a Miami Heat team that has they got a lot of veterans who have experience, who have won, who have been in the playoffs, and they kind of know what they're going into. As far as the Sixers, I mean, we got a lot of young guys. This is going to be their first series in the playoffs. How are they going to respond? How are they going to act? And that's really the question and my biggest fear going into this game. Look at Miami, right? You always think of Dwayne Wade. You know, he's older, but he's still a great player. He still plays good. He's still the leader, and he does his thing, and he's been there before. Then you got a great coach in Erik Spoelstra, a very good coach that will help this team a lot in the playoffs going up against young guys. I like guys like Goran Dragic, who I think are underrated. They're underrated players. And then, of course, Hassan Whiteside is a very good center. He gets on my nerves, but he's a good center. So they have talent. They have a good bench. They're deep. They got veterans. And they're going to know how to come out and play in the playoffs. That's what scares me the most about this team, okay? In game one, Embiid is out. So we know that Embiid's out. And then you have guys playing their first playoff game ever. So how are they going to react? We don't know. They might come out tight. They may be nervous. I don't know. You know? And then with that, with Embiid out, I think that if Miami's going to steal one game from us in this series, it's going to be game one. Because that's when you have all the planets, all the stars are aligned for them to have an upset. But if they don't beat us in game one, then they're going to get rocked. They're going to get rocked. And, you know, look, the Sixers, to me, are more talented. And if they play at their pace, if they play fast, they're going to beat the Heat. It's just the way it is, okay? And the matchup that I look forward the most, of course, is Hassan Whiteside and Joel Embiid. Now, Hassan Whiteside's a good player. He ain't no Joel Embiid. He ain't no the process. You know what I mean? He ain't. And I'll tell you this. I hope Joel Embiid double moonwalks his ass because he gets on my nerves. I got to tell you, Whiteside gets on my nerves. Good player, though, but he gets on my nerves. And I can't wait for the Sixers to take it to them. But that's going to be one great matchup because the matchup and the rivalry they had during the year has been fantastic. So I look forward to that. Now, when I look at this series and I make my final prediction for it, I'm going to go ahead and take the Sixers to win in 6 games. I think 6 games is fair. I could see a situation, like I said, where they come out and they lose something early. But, you know, if they don't lose the first 2 games, the Sixers, they're going to end this in 5. That's what I think. But I'm going to take them in 6 to win, and I think, I think this is a harder matchup than maybe even the second round. I really do. Especially after the Sixers get a playoff series under their belt, it's going to be interesting. But I'm going to take the Sixers in 6 games. I can't wait for tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be awesome. Now, one other thing before I go. A lot of people have been asking me when I'm going to start live streaming again. And I wanted to let you know that starting either Game 2 or Game 3 of the Sixers series, I will start live streaming the games. The reason I haven't done it earlier is because I just get home so late. Sometimes the games are in the 4th quarter, and it just seems like a waste to start so late. But because it's the playoffs, as soon as I get home, as soon as I can, I will stream those games regardless of where the game's at. And we also have the NFL draft coming, so I'm going to be streaming that. So there's a lot of streams coming. I want to get those going again, and I hope to see you guys there during the stream. It'll be fun. It'll be a blast, and we'll see what happens with the Sixers. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Don't be a dingbat. Go Sixers.